Good afternoon, this is Cody, that's my buddy Chris, and you're watching B-Boy 45 broadcasting from Seacrest Studios. Woo! Of course, this is our good buddy Maya, who's here for a special edition of her show, The Latest News to Keep You in the Groove, and we have a very special guest on the phone with us today, don't we, Maya?
Yeah.
Who is on the phone with us today?
Hannah
Mrozak. We're so glad to have you. Calling in, we know you from The Voice. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We are so good. Maya, take it away, girl.
Okay. So what was it like auditioning for The Voice?
It was an amazing experience. It was nothing I would ever really experience before. And, I've been singing since I was 6 years old, and I've had plenty of experience on stage and things like that, but I never would have expected to be as nervous as I was for my initial blind audition. It was just such an overwhelming feeling of just excitement and nervousness. It was just a lot of emotions going around, but it's actually just super hard to explain because everyone, reacts differently, but I just remember everything going by in like a blur. It was just very, very quick, and I couldn't even believe that I was in that position, singing in front of these amazing musicians.
Did you know which coach you wanted before the blind auditions?
It was difficult because I, I've seen the show before, obviously, and I have always been such a huge fan of Adam Levine, and I kind of always thought in the back of my mind that, I was kind of interested in working with him just because we're similar genres, and he's been on since, the very first season. He's very experienced, and, he's a legend in pop music. So I was always very curious about working with him, but at the same time, all the other coaches, while they were, saying their piece while I was on stage for my blind, it was very difficult because I saw something in every single coach. It was a very tough decision because I really could have gone, I think, with any of the coaches. And I would have been perfectly happy being with any of them. But ultimately, I ended up obviously choosing Adam, and I have no regrets. He's a really nice guy and very chill. And we worked really well together. That's all I've got to say about him.
I don't remember when they were discussing, who you should join, but did they all do their like trademark things? Like did Adam lay across and, grasp his hands, and did Blake point at his head and all that kind of stuff?
Oh, well, okay. Well, I was a little offended. Blake did not do the point the finger at himself. He didn't do that, but he did pull a sister line on me. He's like, "We can do this, sister." Something like that. And I'm like, "Oh, right, there we go."
So you didn't get the point, but you got the sister.
Exactly. So I'll take that.
All right, right on. All right, back to Maya.
Yeah. Okay. What singing experience did you have before the show?
Oh, well, like I said, I've been singing since I was 6 years old. I took voice lessons with an opera singer. Her name's Jodie Curtis, for about 7 years. So I have a lot of classical music background. I've been in, numerous musicals. I'm very theater, but at the same time, it's like, give me anything, and I'll pretty much sing it. I've sang songs in, tons of different languages. I'm very proud because, I've started at a young age, so I've been able to keep working on my craft, and I'm very happy to say that. But I've also been in numerous bands, traveling throughout, Wisconsin and like kind of the Chicago area. So that's always been really cool. And then, local gigs, talent competitions, pretty much any gig you can think of, I've done. Sporting events, all that stuff. Just to, with the music industry, it's all about getting your name out there. Kind of exposing yourself to the world. So that's all I've been pretty much trying to do.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. 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 Is there a singer from The Voice that you're really close with?
Yes. This is, I think, one of my favorite questions to answer because everyone seems to kind of light up and get all excited seeing like other contestants be friends with other contestants, and it makes me feel happy. I have a group of 5 girlfriends who I am super close with. We have a group chat. We talk every day, so we FaceTime. So pretty much it's me, Chloe Kohansky, Ashlyn Kraft, Brooke Simpson, Whitney Fenmore, and Carly Webster. And we all so close. We're kind of like a sisterhood. Our joke was, during when we were all out in LA together, that we were kind of like the next, like, what am I thinking of? Yeah, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants or, something like that. It was so funny. I just love them so much, and I've never really grown so close with a group of girls before in my life. And I'm very grateful for them. And, I'm just so proud to watch Brooke, Ashland, and Chloe just kill it on the show. And again, we still talk every day. And it's just so cool to know that they're going to keep going and they're just working their butts off. And it just makes me such a proud friend.
That's awesome. Now, now they're still busy with the show, but has there been any talk of you guys collaborating on something?
We have definitely talked about collaborating. We've actually talked about going on like a little mini tour. Even if we would just perform at like one gig at one of our cities, we would try to promote it as much as we could and see where we could get the most people to come. And we would even do maybe just one big show together. Obviously, once everyone is off the show and people are out of their contracts and stuff like that. But we've already been talking about it. We just love each other so much, and we have such a close bond. And why not do something like that when I'm friends with just such talented people? It's like it'd be crazy not to do something like that.
That would be crazy not to do it.
Yeah.
Maya's given us the eyes. She wants you to know you should come here. Denver. Think of Denver as a possibility. Just letting you know.
We'll see. Yeah. I mean, I really, in the near future, because I'm working on an EP right now, and I really, really want to set something up where I can go on like a little mini North America tour, even like in the Midwest or something like that. I want to just get out there and just perform and meet my fans. And, it's just crazy hearing all the feedback from people saying, I really want to meet you, meet and greets and things like that. And it's like, I want to so bad. So I'm going to try my very hardest to get something together in the near future.
Well, you got fans here at Seacrest Studio, Children's Hospital, Colorado. So make sure you stop here if you're in Colorado.
Definitely. I would love that.
That'd be awesome. All right. I know we only got a few more minutes of your time. What else you got, Maya?
How has being on The Voice impacted you?
I'm sorry. Do you mind repeating that question? I couldn't hear you very well.
Yeah. How has being on The Voice impacted you?
Okay. It was definitely a crazy experience. It was like a whirlwind. I will be honest. Throughout the whole competition was just a whole flood of emotions. A lot of it was just like anxiousness, and it was very stressful at times. You're in a high pressured competition. Of course, things are going to get serious and you're going to get stressed out. But overall, it really impacted me in a way where relationship was number one. I've come out of this whole competition with so many new and very, very close friends. Another being that I'm just so much more, it's crazy. With every single performance you do, you get a little bit more comfortable on stage. So by the time I was, for my playoff, my last performance, it was just so comfortable. So, it's crazy how much more confident you get in yourself. And that's one thing I have to thank for that. And I've definitely looked into my soul a lot more. And when it comes to singing from the heart, I've definitely grown a lot more accustomed to that as well. And I'm very thankful for that. Mainly, the main thing that I've taken out of it was just trusting myself and my gut and, my instincts about where I want to go as a performer and who I want to be as a singer and an artist. I don't think I've ever been so sure of myself in all of my life, and I really do think I have the voice to thank for that.
That sounds like a huge impact. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely.
What an experience. I think Maya's got a couple more questions for you.
Okay. Who are your musical inspirations?
I have a lot. Number one being Ariana Grande. She is probably my favorite artist out there right now. I think it's just personal opinion. I don't know what it is. I just don't know if it's her amazing voice or her whole personality and her outlook on life. I love Ariana. I think she's amazing talent, and her music is definitely up my alley. That's definitely the route that I want to take with my music. She inspires me a lot in the songs that I've been writing lately. Another being Tori Kelly. I think she's an amazing songwriter, and she's another amazing talent. I've had the pleasure of seeing them both live, and it's just unreal how talented they are. Another being, I really, really like Haley Steinfeld. I love Julia Michaels, the Beatles, and I have a lot of inspiration from, the oldies as well, kind of sort of like Diana Ross, kind of going into Barbra Streisand, things like that. I have a lot of musical influences kind of from all different genres of music.
Maya's like blown away by the list.
Yeah.
She's like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I told you there's a lot. I could go on and on, but I wanted to kind of wrap it up.
No, that's awesome. It's great to meld that many influences into something unique.
Oh, yeah.
What else do you got, Maya?
Well, I just wanted to say that I got very excited when you mentioned Ariana Grande and Haley Steinfeld.
Oh, wonderful.
Because I love them too. So.
Okay, yeah. They really are amazing. I love them.
Yeah. Yeah. What is your favorite concert that you've ever been to?
I feel like you can already guess that one. Definitely Ariana Grande. She's either her or Paul McCartney. I've seen Paul McCartney live, and I've seen him twice actually, and he is just phenomenal. He's a legend. I'm a huge, huge fan of the Beatles. I have my dad to thank for that. I was just brought up just listening to the Beatles constantly, so I've grown to really love them. So it's kind of a tie between Paul McCartney and Ariana Grande. They both do different things for me, and they both inspire me in different ways. But I love them both.
That's a great diverse collection of inspirations for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. My last question is, who do you consider to be a real life superhero and why?
Can I have more than one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I would have to say my family. They're kind of like a pack of superheroes. My mom, my dad, and my sister Holly are all huge superheroes in my eyes, and they have just been so supportive and just so amazing, and it's so inspiring to see them go through life just being so strong, and just so they're always there to listen up, and they are really huge inspirations for me, and I just think that they're some of the strongest people that I know, and I'm very grateful to have them. And I would not change my family for the world, so I would have to go with them for sure.
I think that's a perfect one.
Yeah.
Just a perfect example.
Yeah.
Thank you so
much. Thank you for calling in and letting me interview you. I've been so excited for this interview.
Oh, thank you. You're a sweetheart. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you're so interested.
Awesome. Well, thank you for taking the time, Hannah. And I do hope that you make that tour happen and you make a stop here in the Seacrest studio in Colorado.
I would love to do that. Thank you guys so much for your time. It means a lot to me.
Awesome.
Thank
Hope we get to
you.
talk again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.